Hey guys, it's Chill Pill.
And this is Ratter Tatter.
And it's late. We're tired, but you know what?
What?
We're gonna date some more cats.
Ooh.
After a rather painful journey, I am grateful to finally limp into camp. I have just enough time to get myself tidied up for work, and I'm about to peel off my filthy pajamas when I hear my catalog beeping.
Boop, boop.
I have a message, but I can't tell who it's from. Don't you mean whom? It's not from any contacts that Professor Popper programmed into it. In fact, oh, it's still me.
Yeah, that's still you.
In fact, there's no contact information at all.
Ooh.
Unknown number. Are you sure it is wise to trust everyone? Anyone?
No.
What on earth does that mean? Who is this? There's a lot you don't know. Think carefully about who you confide in.
Ah! Oh, the glitchiness.
Before I can think of a reply, the messages are gone and my catalog has no record of them. I don't have any time to think about this right now. I need to get ready. As soon as I'm presentable, I head to the lab. I'm 10 minutes late. It doesn't give a good impression of my first morning.
Aww.
No. Yeah, Dr. Feelgood. Good to see. Oh, Dr. Feelgoo. I sometimes forget the D is silent. Good to see you. I was beginning to worry. Did you oversleep on your first day? I'm terribly sorry, sir. I think the traveling and all the excitement of yesterday... I take punctuality very seriously, but I also don't finish my sentences. He cuts across my apology. Fuck off! Not to worry, it's perfectly understandable. You're not, Morty? Yeah, Morty. You'll find I'm quite relaxed about most things. As long as you get the work done, I don't mind what hours you keep. Thank you, sir. So, shall we get started? My goodness, what on earth happened to you? He noticed my hellacious cock. He was looking at the scratches all over my hands. Oh, I fell and tried to save myself by grabbing onto a bush.
Great idea.
I'm afraid I led you astray last night. Not everyone can take a double malt. How's the head this morning?
I got you too drunk, sorry.
How's the head this morning? And I'm not talking about the one with hair on it. I decide it's easier to play along. A little bit fuzzy, but it won't affect my work, sir. All over the cats. I really oughtn't drink spirits on an empty stomach.
Who says oughtn't?
He must be, like, British or something.
I guess.
We ought to get those hands sorted out, though. Tasty young people hands. They look pretty nasty to me. He goes to the tall metal cabinet in the corner, takes out a bottle and some cotton wool. He begins cleaning and tending to my hands while he talks. For today, I'd like you to help me with a few tasks around the lab to get the hang of things, but for tomorrow, I'll let you make your own choices about how best to carve up your time. Of course, you are primarily here to carry out your job as my research assistant. However, try to make the most of your time on the island. Once your work is completed, we'll be saying goodbye. This really is once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Don't waste it all in the lab or in your tent furiously masturbating with those pretty young hands. Oh, God, I forgot how much I look like David Letterman. Naturally, I need your help around here, but I'd also like to get your hands dirty with some field work.
If you know what I mean.
Make sure you spend time exploring the island and your youthful body. It's a beautiful place, and there's a lot to see.
I definitely don't have a peephole in your tent.
It's just called a hole. Take the time to get to know the cats. A full understanding of their behavior is crucial to your research. There's plenty to see and do. However, you must be careful not to overwork. Take a regular rest and relaxation. We don't want you to burn yourself out now, do we? I'll try to get the balance right. That's the spirit. So there you are. He's done a first-class job on my wounds, and they aren't bothering me nearly as much. I
Yay!
spend the rest of the day with the professor, getting to know how the various pieces of the equipment in the lab work, finding out where everything is, and learning some of the basic duties I'll be performing routinely.
Oh, we're going to bed.
By the end of the day, I'm exhausted. I make my way to the tent.
Are we gonna go catty again?
I'm about to flop down on my bed when I see a package poking out from underneath it. You remember that hole I mentioned? Well, here's the package poking out from underneath
I got a package for you!
Keep on touching it, boy.
Stroke it.
See what's inside. It's the reports that Kibbles promised to deliver. The cats were right. The previous person barely made a start on producing an antidote. I'm gutted and worried. What if I can't do any better? Will I just turn into a cat?
Yeah.
I decided
I would rather be a cat. Imagine how fun and lazy that would be. You don't have to work. You can just like lay out in the sun all day.
Just lays about. Have a penis
and knock
with
people's
spikes on it.
cups over.
Yep. That's always what you go to. That's what you went to when
That's
the
one
end
of the
is
biggest
nigh.
offenses a cat has made against me.
I think it was the end is nigh video where you're like knocking cups over. It's like you have a
I
vendetta.
don't know.
You have a vendetta
A
against.
cat did that to me while I was preparing my bachelor degree show.
Oh, okay. So
and
there's
so it was a very big offense to me.
so there's a reason behind this story, folks.
Yes,
It's
there
not
is.
just her focusing on one aspect of cat's
Knocking
assholery.
cups over is a very big offense.
My instincts tell me. Ooh.
Every episode.
My instincts tell me that the cats will be a good starting point. I have a feeling they know a lot more than they're prepared to tell me. I need to gain their trust and see if I can't get them to open up a bit. I'm sure I'll make more progress if I focus on one at a time. I'm optimistic that one-to-one sharing will prove fruitful. It's a small glimmer of hope. Tonight, I'm not fit for anything. I can barely even write in my journal before I fall asleep. Uh-oh.
Yay!
The first
slept
morning on
normally.
the island. I'm so excited to discover what the day will bring. Should I jump straight into lab research? Or maybe it'd be wise to start investigating a way to help these cats and find a cure for myself. Perhaps a good starting point would be to get to know the cats a little bit better on one-to-one basis. I think I read that a little wrong. That's
A little
fine.
bit.
Hey, look, we got an achievement.
New job.
What should I do?
today?
Rest. Let's
Romance,
see.
research, recon.
I think we what do you think? Research or recon?
Recon.
Alright. Let's do it.
I guess a question mark circle or square.
Stealth mission. How to unlock. Unlocks after completing Recon 5. Okay, so we have to do these. Interviewing staff. Boring. Secret source. A strange message in the middle of the night. Doesn't anyone on this island sleep?
I think we have to do 4 before we do 10.
Alright, let's do 4.
I know it's boring, but we
Boring.
gotta start small.
I've been staring at the back of his head for a long time now. Too long. I've started to feel creepy. I just don't
You should.
understand it. All he does is sit in that chair by the dock, eating egg sandwiches and doing crossword puzzles. How does a man like that become the security guard for a place like this? As far as I can tell, his job consists of greeting the boat to make sure nothing unauthorized gets on or off of it, picking up supply deliveries, and occasionally taking a long, lazy lap of the island to make sure everything's secure?
Question mark?
I wonder what he knows about the research that goes on here, if anything. He doesn't seem to be interested regardless. I decided it's time to get to know the island bouncer and to join him at the dock. Guess who's gonna voice the island bouncer?
You're still talking.
No, I sit next to Zane.
I'm Zane.
Me on the sand, him in that chair.
That chair.
He's not wearing any clothes, and the short-sleeved shirt allows me to notice for the first time he's ripped and so sexy. Oh my god, he looks like he belongs in an episode of Chips. I never truly thought of him as security in that bodyguard sense, but now squinting at him sideways, he's totally a beefcake. I pluck up the courage to talk. Hey Zane, how are you? Just like what a human would say.
Are you trying to start a conversation?
Look at
his chin.
Yeah, how come he looks all sexy
his chin
right
looks
here,
fat.
but then down here he's like Jay Leno. All right.
Realistic.
He says this without looking up from his crossword
puzzle.
Oh, I suppose I am, yes. I don't get to chat to humans much in my job.
Humans. Research Assistant 125.
He rolls the words out like he's reading them. Oh, yes. I guess that's me. So what does the number stand for anyhow?
You're number 125. What else?
He's trying to say his crossword puzzle is number 125 and the clue is research assistant. You don't know?
Hey, that's mine.
Oops.
You don't know? So different.
He asked monotonously. Eyes still glued to his crossword puzzle. No, actually, to be honest, Zane, I don't know much at all. There's a definite lack of intel sharing on this island.
Which project would that be?
This one. This whole project, research project that's going on. Is there more than one?
Depends who you ask.
I was asking you, really.
I don't understand your job. I don't need to. I don't care about things I don't need to.
Oh, so he's like Southern now?
Yeah.
All right.
He's gonna change accents multiple times.
What do you care about?
Just be prepared for that.
Oh, good. Zane looks at me for the first time. His eyes are beautiful.
You really want to talk, don't you?
Maybe. Well, there's not much else to do here, besides have sex with the cats.
And maybe you.
Ooh.
My interests consist of what's for dinner and what's next puzzle... when my next puzzle looks coming.
We're both really good at reading. When it's coming, you get it delivered. Oh, when it's you get it delivered.
Comes with the mail.
He's back to not looking at me again. The mail? You mean the parcels?
What the fuck is the difference? And the letters, yeah.
The letters? Who would go to the trouble of sending mail all the way out here when we have email?
Email.
Jesus, Zane, why don't people like talking to me? I laugh, but Zane looks very serious.
It's safer sending mail the old-fashioned way. With email, there's viruses, hackers, worms, cyber terrorists. This does sound like a redneck individual.
I get the feeling he's not very tech-savvy. Yeah, but anyone can open and read a letter, right?
Not if I'm around.
I can't read.
Who would suspect that something important would be in a fragrant pink envelope? What? I guess I send fragrant pink envelopes.
Your voice is going in between normal to Southern Belle. Not if I'm around. And besides, who would suspect that something important would be in a fragrant pink envelope?
Depends on the phrase.
There's an awkward silence. Of course, being my usual socially inept self, I fart. Need any help with that crossword? I'm pretty good. I can even do the cryptic puzzle in the Daily Inquirer. The line usually gains me a little kudos, but Zane simply ignores me. Why can't I think of words in my head? I decide to just come out of the closet. Zane, I love you. Have you ever noticed anything strange going on here? Cats behaving weirdly.
I guess we'll have to find out next time.
No!
Because it's about that time.
But Zane!
Zane suddenly looks up. Eyes looking straight. Eyes locking straight on mine. Unwavering and hard. So go ahead and give us a little thumbs up if you've enjoyed this episode of Purrfect Date. Comment down below on what you think Zane is thinking right now. And Subscribe if you want to continue to enjoy these cool little indies with us every single week. And like we always say, sleep tight and don't let the crosswords bite.
3-letter word for receptacle for water. I can't think of it.
Bin.
Hat. It holds water. You've never heard of a 10-gallon hat?
Yeah.
10 gallons of water, obviously.
I
That's where
suppose.
cowboys keep their water. Shit.